Okay, to play harmonics, what you got to do is touch the string really lightly with your left hand in a couple of specific spots, and then once the note is ringing, you don't have to leave your finger there. So it sounds like this. Okay, so it has kind of a cool high-pitched kind of ringing thing going on. The easiest harmonics to do are at 12th fret. So 12th fret on your guitar might have two dots. My guitar doesn't have it, but that's how you can tell quickly where your 12th fret is. And unlike normally when you're playing, where your finger is right behind the fret bar, like that's how you would play, when you do a harmonic, just touch the string really lightly right on top of the bar. And you can experiment moving your finger a little bit side to side to see where you get the cleanest sound. Right? You see if I'm not exactly over it, it sounds kind of, it just doesn't happen. So the easiest ones are at 12th fret, and then the next easiest ones are at 7th fret, again being right over the fret bar, and then 5th fret. Okay, now there are other positions where you can do harmonics, for example 4th. They're a little bit harder to hear. And even 3rd fret. Okay, and some of those are pretty quiet, but that's really all there is to it. So if you're wondering kind of how you might utilize these, well, I can tell you that harmonics played on 12th fret, on your low E, on your G, B, and high E, those are all in the key of E minor. So they'll sound good. Like say you're playing something in the key of E minor. So if you have chords like just a really simple little riff like that. Throw it some harmonics. Right? I'm not saying do it all the time. I mean, it gets kind of silly if you overuse it. But one of the ways you can use it. There it is. Another good example would be in one of the classic rock hits called Roundabout by a band called Yes. The intro is something like that was pretty bad, but I actually don't really remember how it goes, but give it a listen if you want to hear some harmonics in action. Other than that, I can tell you that harmonics played at 7th fret on those three strings, so on the D, G, and B strings, those are in the key of D major, right? Those sound pretty good. And on 5th fret, those same strings, those are in G major. And in fact, pretty much all of the harmonics on 5th, 4th, and 3rd frets, at least on your A, D, and G strings, are all in G major. So you can do like a G and sounds kind of nice. Again, this is really, really simple, just kind of introducing you to the idea, so feel free to play around with these and see what you can do. To give another example of these ones, there's a song by a guy named Victor Wooten, W-O-O-T-E-N, and the song is called You Can't Hold No Groove. It's like a bass funk thing, but there's a kind of like a chorus section in there where he goes but on the bass. Anyway, those all work because the song is in G major and those are harmonics that fit that key. So again, very, very sort of basic introduction, but something to play around with.